It's Holy Week. And on a Tuesday afternoon, that can feel like any other day if you're in the midst of fires and meetings and planning for what's to come. But this is an opportunity for us to reflect and see Jesus in his ministry and how we can model that and try to share his light through the day to day of what we do. And I was just struck this week by John 17. And in John 17, Jesus has finished his kind of last discussions with the disciples, and he goes into praying over them, and he prays over himself, and he prays over them in their ministry, and he prays over the people who will be ministered to. And it is just a beautiful submission that he models for us there. So, as leaders this week, as you're making decisions about finances, budgets, last minute decisions, if you're a pastor going into the weekend, just remember to take the time to submit to him in prayer everything, and that includes your own leadership. And I think sometimes that is the first prayer I forget because I want to be so focused on everyone around me. But even Jesus sought his father in those moments, and we see him model that throughout his ministry. But in this time, John accounts word for word those prayers in John 17, and they are beautiful and they are uplifting and they are a model for what we should be doing. And if we are placing ourselves as faith forward leaders under his authority, then we should be modeling that same style in what we do in the day to day to share the love of Christ with our teams and with our clients and with everyone with whom we interact. So, the first paragraph of John 17, I'm just going to read it, but it is how he takes the posture of prayer and how he recounts what he's done and what's to come. It says, John 17, starting in verse 1, after saying all these things, Jesus looked up to heaven and said, Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son so he can give glory back to you, for you have given him authority over everyone. He gives eternal life to each one you have given him. And this is the way to have eternal life, to know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, the one you sent to earth. I brought glory to you here on earth by completing the work you gave me to do. Now, Father, bring me into the glory we shared before the world began. We are far from perfect. We are far from Jesus, but we have been given people to care for. We have been given people that we can help financially provide for, that we can teach, that we can help grow. And Jesus here has perfectly walked that out. We are so far from that ability, but we still need to use these moments to reflect and look at how we can do that better. And is there a portion of the people we care for that maybe we've taken for granted or we haven't fully hit the mark on, or maybe someone we haven't even recognized that God can help bring light to in this season? So, praying for everyone as they prepare for the week ahead, but also hoping that we all use this time to just continue to strive to model Jesus in our day to day. Have a great Easter.